Todd's gonna tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies.
I thought we were watching a movie about a game.
And the PS5 still has no games.
Not a guy constantly spitting facts.
Spoiler, it's Skyrim in space.
Wait.
You must become starborn.
How is there a swimming fish inside of an elevator? But how?
To use the magical Fusroda to kill Parthenax.
I'm like very concerned. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. I promise.
I hope you're enjoying the view.
Is that the story? Wuggle.
Hey, Star Sisters, Seth here. Let me tell you a vision of a future. In the future, white boys can finally jump with the help of a booster pack.
I don't believe you. They're not supposed to jump.
And of course, low gravity. Humanity has spread across the stars in their multitudes of diverse races and...
I have so many things to say about this. Like, why is that Obama? Why is Thanatos a Hindu? Yeah, I have many questions about this one.
cultures, the Redguard, the Sons of Yakub, Hispanics, honorary Aryans, and the Fingolian Chindonesians now populate the vast expanse of space. Naturally, we never did find a solution for automation, so in the future, the only career paths are space pirate with a voice filter, or religious extremist. Parents send children away with teary eyes, knowing full well their offspring will grow up to become murderous bandits before putting on their own helmets and shooting up the 7-Eleven. And the PS5 still has no games.
I thought we were watching a movie about a game. Not a guy constantly spitting facts.
Vision is already here, Star Sisters, because the best game ever made, no, the best game that will ever be made is already out, and there's no competition. Baldur's Gate? More like free hour, unskippable gay sex scene. Starfield, a masterpiece where I can live out my fantasy of being a Bangladeshi man with A10 eyes. Starfield wins Game of the Year for their food models alone. Just look at the grease on that sausage. That's the difference ray tracing makes in a game like this, which runs buttery smooth on my...
I'm tempted to go back and look at that sausage again and how nasty it was. Anyways.
4090, pushing a blazingly fast 17 frames a second. I'm quite fine with this since, according to the science, the human eye can only see 24 frames a second. Sometimes my saves get corrupted.
You hear that? You damn 120 plus frame lovers.
This since, according to the science, the human eye can only see 24 frames.
Can only see. It just looks slightly more smooth the higher you go. You really don't need anything past 60. Like, I'll give you an argument for 120, but anything past that, stop asking. Stop making it a requirement. Dumb. You suck. Good day, sir.
Second. Sometimes my saves get corrupted and I lose progress, but in my deep unhappiness I realize I get to have those unforgettable experiences all over again. We must imagine that we are Sisyphus.
How is there a swimming fish inside of an elevator with no water? I'm confused.
It just works.
But how? What kind of bug gets what I believe to be a deep sea fish all the way up and into an elevator? It's still swimming around.
It's a Todd Howard's game. Todd Howard's quote. It just works.
I mean, I suppose. It doesn't stop me from questioning it, though. I'm, like, very concerned.
Imagine that we are Sisyphus, pushing the boulder forever uphill, for in the struggle we find meaning. Ask not what Todd Howard can do for you, but instead what you can do for Todd Howard. A good game
Where are all these fish coming from?
has memorable characters, but an amazing game is one where you don't remember a single person at all. Starfield is to role-playing what dementia is to the elderly. The strongest skill...
Yeah, I can't remember any of their names. Not one of them felt
New
memorable.
Todd Howard money plan. We charge extra for every bugs.
in this game, following tradition, is persuasion, which lets you walk away from the last fight by saying, "What if we don't?" This system works by stringing random sentences together with a cadence of a crackhead until the recipient gets visibly uncomfortable and leaves, something that Highfleet would shamelessly steal. The true purpose of persuasion, however, is to gaslight companions. Sarah is strongly opposed to the harm of innocent people, so appropriately, in the style of a cartel execution, I ventilate someone's cranium. She screams at me.
What the hell is the matter with you?
I persuade her that I'm sorry and I'm going to do better.
I'm not sure there's anything you can say at this point. As strange as that sounds, I suppose that's possible. Look, I realize things out here can be rough, so I'm going to let this go. For now.
And then I do it again.
I accept who you are. I'm just not sure I can travel with you on this path you've chosen.
This is single-handedly the most entertaining thing in this game.
Just try to be more careful in the future. Otherwise, you'll find yourself traveling alone. I am not going to help you murder you and I.
The second most entertaining thing in this game
I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. I promise.
is joining the pirate faction as a double agent, and in the process, becoming a triple agent. I have chosen to join the war on terror. On the side of terror, I can play entire missions without shooting a single shot, because guess what? Half the entire game is now friendly to me. I watch caravans get lit up with the same interest as a youth in the projects witnessing a drive-by. The streets give, and the streets take. Story. I've had paranoid hallucinations with more coherence than the plot of this game. Spoiler, it's Skyrim in space. You must become Starborn to use the magical Fus Ro-Da to kill Parthenax, who in this case is other Starborn from other universes that you must defeat to go to another universe and start New Game Plus.
Is that the story? I really did play the best part of the game. Guys, I really did play the best side story they had. Their best story was a side story. Their best story was a side story. It wasn't that
new stuff when you can buy Skyrim /
like it wasn't that great, but it was the best one. The sheriff deputy one was the best one by far. If this is what the main story is. Do they have any more mods to give me a reason to play that game yet?
Multiverse theory is appealing to fans of Rick and Morty because it implies the existence of a dimension where you haven't been molested. There's Copium Online.
Is it going to be wrong of me to say that that doesn't exist? Moving on.
that there's differences between universes and no run is the same. Yes, one place in the game changes. The emissary is always whoever dies in your current run, and there's a universe where Sarah is a potted plant. Objectively, this is the best universe because she doesn't talk. Yet, I heard some people even romanced this creature. If you find such dialogue captivating, I recommend intimacy with a drywall. My favorite part of the story was attending a funeral, only to interrupt it by starting a firefight. Almost everyone involved is an essential NPC, so the shootout will never end. Question: when we have an infinite amount of universes...
That's funny. What's hilarious about that is, if I remember correctly, in Oblivion, which arguably the best one they have, the original one, mind you, because I've seen too many inconsistencies with the remastered one. Yeah, lock on that one. The one where the stealth was broken and you needed to stealth. In Oblivion, almost all the quest NPCs are non-essential. If you don't get to that person in a reasonable amount of time, you could randomly see up in the top right of your screen, it say, this person has died. If it does that, that person's entire quest line, gone. Reduced to atoms. I had to, like, if you wouldn't do every quest in the game, you needed to do them. You couldn't just lollygag around. Because some of the NPCs had paths that would literally lead them through, like, areas that had a chance to include, like, high-level mobs, or they could slightly veer off their course and fall off a cliff. Things could happen to them. I think there was only like 3 non-essential characters in all of Oblivion, the original. I think... No, there's 4. Shea Gorath for the DLC. The guard captain for the main quest. I'm trying to remember the other 2. He was only essential for until the end of his quest, but the King of Thieves. Oh yeah, and the rest of the guild leaders. Yeah, all the guild leaders. So like 7. But what's funny is some of the characters that led their quests like up to the guild leaders could die. So you could lose the ability to even do the quest.
That means we have no consequences. Anything we do can be undone by walking through a portal. So why can't we kill essential NPCs? Why even have a setting if you're not going to make use of it? This aggravates me to no end because everyone I want to shoot is a higher entity made of light. For example, there's a side quest where a 200-year-old ship from Earth, developed before the invention of a grav drive, has reached the planet resort of Paradiso. You negotiate on their behalf and are given 3 options. 1. Send every colonist to work as an indentured slave for the corporation. 2. Pay out of pocket for a grav drive and send them to bother someone else. Or 3. Eliminate the last practicing Jew in the universe. I'm not making this up. There's a colonist on board who's preserved Hebrew rabbinical teachings. And the third option is the corporation asking you to destroy the ship. What the Austrian painter started, Todd will finish. What is this quest design? You present me with 3 terrible options.
Wait. I mean, that's kind of funny. No one show, someone didn't check their, quest logs. I'm surprised that quest shipped.
immediate response is to shoot up the
It's
board
funny,
of
though.
directors. But I can't, because I'm not allowed to. Because the talent in this company has dried up and left a long time ago. But it doesn't matter, because Bethesda spits out a game every few years for their target audience. Dads. I get it. You have 2 kids, you're in your mid-30s, and you have time for exactly 3 games a year.
I want you all to know the funniest part about knowing about Asmongold and stuff.
Dads. I get it. You have 2 kids, you're in your mid...
Is knowing that scenes like this and YouTube videos like this are specifically there to make fun of Asmon. Because if Asmon ever watches this, if he ever had watched this, he'd have stopped right there. He'd have been like, come on, man. He'd have been like, oh my God.
30s, and you have time for exactly 3 games a year. I don't judge. We're all busy. But this game is...
Boka's scale? What do you mean by that? Are you saying scale as in my hair? Or are you saying, like, you want a scale? In which case, both are no. Bro is holding on to every thread of hair.
Don't have that much time or investment. They see a crater, they soy pog, and then they...
For those of you trying to figure out why they would be freaking out about this, they're trying to allude that they're like Elden Ring and Dark Souls. They have quests that have no, like, telling you how to get them and do them and stuff. No, that's just a crater. That's probably one of the only craters that they specifically made and didn't generate.
They leave.
Makes me
That's
so mad.
why if somebody defends this game, don't give them a hard time.
I'm sorry, what? This is an open world game. You're on a planet. And there's a boundary wall? Eden. I'm sorry, what? Oh, hi, Mark. I'm sorry, what? No, I'm good. My throat's a little mucked up because I woke up late. So it filled up with
Boka, 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 bagel,
Hi, nice.
boka, book, boka, boom, boka,
Oh.
boka, boka.
bagel. I don't have bagel. I wish I had bagel. This is messed up. This is terrible. No wonder I heard they stopped. Modders just left this game. Why is this even a thing?
They have it hard enough already between beating their spouse and their children, and they still say man can't multitask. Gameplay. This game features challenging and intriguing puzzles such as fit the shape into the shaped hole and replace the battery. Considering the majority of Xbox players have never replaced a smoke alarm, this is a novel concept.
Wow. To be fair, the only thing that was kind of interesting was the... Oh, God. I'm sorry. That one, like, snuck up on me. I've been having weird sneezes last few days. I'm scared. Ooh. Winkle. Winkle. Winkle, guys. But, I kind of was interested in the lockpick mechanic. But that's it. That's the only thing I can kind of even slightly defend. It was an interesting, like, concept for lockpick mechanic.
As it requires higher abstraction to deduce that the ubiquitous chirp in the hallway is in some way quantum connected to the set of Duracell batteries you hold in your hand. Clearly, I didn't pay enough attention during character creation, as once I finished the game, I was very surprised to hear my character's voice.
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view.
Not like I missed anything. All the perks are garbage. Wanted is one of 2 perks that actually does anything because you get bounty hunters chasing you. The other being kid stuff, which gives Americans the experience of 2 loving parents that aren't divorced. For the nation holding the world record in broken homes, a stable family is science fiction. I spent a bunch of time modding guns, only to find out that guns don't scale whatsoever. Attachments on lower level weapons are a waste of time. Let me tell you how you're actually supposed to do it. You fly into a level 75 zone, but instead of being insta-killed, you cast Creator's Piece, which makes enemies drop their guns. You bring them back, tweak them on a workbench, and now you no longer have to complain about bullet sponges. Personally, I enjoyed shipbuilding. Yes, I'm aware of a hollow ship X.
There's a spell you can get early called Creator's Piece. It makes everyone drop their weapon, so you can just steal it. Mod it a tiny bit. Oh my god.
But I didn't really need it, because all I ever do is one-shot the engine with electromagnetic and board their ship, after which I disarm them with Creator's Piece and individually fistfight the entire crew. It's really fun, and if I cast Parallel Self, I can roleplay as if we're having a civil dispute at the Bangladeshi border. I found out companions don't use ammunition, which is convenient because for some reason this game lets you craft everything except ammunition, some of which is highly specific and not sold by most vendors. In contrast, crafting ingredients are sold by the dozen, trivializing their collection and destroying any incentive you had to find them yourself. So, I thought it would be interesting to try make my outposts self-sufficient, using only the resources I could find. It took me 2 full days before I found a planetary source of sealant. For reference, this is a common organic ingredient necessary for most structures. And where did I find it? Middle of nowhere on a toxic bio, meaning I needed to reach the bottom of a science tree and have free tiers into planetary habitation before I could make planetary habitation. So, in case you're ever tempted to do what I did, don't. I remember once I saw a Live Leaks video of some Chinese farmers throwing pigs into an open pit and setting them on fire with kerosene. Starfield allows you to not only recreate this video, but use it for infinite experience. What I did was set up several alien breeding facilities and boxed them in. Then, I built a macro script to throw incendiary grenades at set intervals, firebombing all the cows, waiting for them to respawn, only to firebomb them again. I can leave my desk and come back several levels higher. Generally, however, outpost development is a hellish experience, and that's because
That's messed up. Boka wouldn't apologize for being late? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Who apologized?
because the game has no system to track how much you need and what you need. Your best bet for memorizing a recipe is using pen and paper. The alternative to that is jumping across load screens, walking to the vendor, buying what you assume is enough, returning to the outpost, only to find out you're missing like 2 adhesive and need to go all the way back. This game is an exercise in how many load screens can you tolerate before choosing to end it all. No wonder nobody ever got that Steam refund. We spent 2 whole hours docking and undocking. There's a lot of these transitional animations, and it's not that they're painfully goddamn slow. It's that
The only reason I can't refund is I have copium.
I can't skip them. I understand that this is a small indie company and maybe resources are stretched thin between the award-winning dialogue and the NPCs that hit you with that fluoride stare. But when the solution is so simple and obvious, you can't help but ask, what's going on at Bethesda? Despite having no access to the construction set, the modding community has managed to fix many of the...
And the annoying part is the construction set should have been out by now. It's the reason modders left. Because a lot of modders got so tired dealing with what they had to deal with. And I don't want to use that crappy modding site anymore. Because it's all monetized to hell. And crap.
issues. However, even if they do release the toolset 6 months down the line, I don't really trust this company to not screw me over. Remember, the only reason we don't have paid mods is because of pushback. Believe me, they'll try again.
They did try again. They still try again every single time.
Only potential redemption.
That's why they're trying to get you to not own your games right now completely. Where like you can't like have the game, and you can only have it through like a cloud-based system or something. It's because that way you can't see the game's inner workings, so you can't mod it.
Of this game is the release of a full construction set, because the only way the fans could save this game is to wipe it clean and make something else. Look, I figured it out. I know why I'm so angry. I'm not angry at the game. It's not even that bad. I'm angry because I paid $100 for it. The king of a chess club has done it again. Each time I tell myself, no, not this time. But I already know Todd's gonna tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. And each time, I listen. I understand I've said some polarizing things, but in truth, I just needed a video because I signed a lot of contracts while drunk. So don't take anything I say seriously. It's all bait. But what if it isn't? What if it's actually my unfiltered...
See, I would love a mod where that's a pet.
dog shit opinion. As always, more content to come because I'm legally obligated. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful.
I still think that was the funniest part of that whole game. Is somehow the trade authorities in all these places, and they're not dead. Because like some of these places, arguably that man or woman should be dead. But for whatever reason, because of how weirdly powerful their monopoly is, even the pirates are like, yeah, you can work here. We need you to trade stuff. What? I'm sorry?
Have a good one. Hey people, Seth here. What is a League of Legends?
Oh God. And that was Seth. Is it? He's a cutie. Go and lock your phone or I'll kill you. Have a nice day.